In this Blender tutorial, I will break down this night forest scene step by step. First step is collecting references. I collected references of the night forest from the movie scenes. Then I created the collage of these references in the PureF. Second step is the modeling. The most important part of the forest are trees. I created trees with the sapling tree-gen add-on which is built in the Blender. I created different variations of trees. I try to keep them simple and low resolution because the trunk part of a tree will cover the most of the part of the frame. I use a simple plane and a large terrain landscape to create a forest ground. I created a collection of trees and then I created instances of that collection. I scattered those instances over the plane to create forest. I didn't use any particle system, I did it manually. Similar to trees, I created bushes and I scattered them. I added some 3D scans of the forest rocks in the scene. I added only essential details to scene to optimize it. Step 3 is texturing. I textured tree leaf with a simple image texture. Just separate a single leaf, then UV unwrap it and then texture it with the image texture. Copy UVs and materials from that leaf to all other leaves. I assigned tree bark texture to the trunk and branches. I separated most visible part of a trunk from the tree and then I UV unwrap it and I texture it. In a similar way, I textured bushes. For ground plane and terrain, I assigned different forest ground textures. Step 4 is compositing. While creating scene, you should compose it in a decent looking frame. For composition, I use a wide angle shot, 40 focal length for the camera, straight camera angle, 2:1 aspect ratio for cinematic look. In foreground, I added grass, in midground there are trees, and in the background there is a darkness. So in this way I layer this scene. Step 5 is lighting. To light this scene, I have added 5 different lights. There are 2 area lights, one from the back side and one from the side, and there are 3 directional lights. Here you can see these different lights and you can see the results because of these different lights. Step 6 is creating atmosphere. To create atmosphere, I connected principal volume node to world volume output in world shader. Just decrease the density of the principal volume. To create ground fog, here is the node setup. I connected noise texture and gradient texture to the mix RGB. Then mix RGB connected to the color ramp and color ramp is connected to the density input of a principal volume. You can see the significant difference because of the atmosphere. Finally, I rendered this scene in a cycle with a simple default rendering setup. In this way, I have created this night forest scene. So if you like this video, then please hit that like button and subscribe our YouTube channel. Bye bye, see you next video. Take care.